can say that because we did not understand, and we created this economy, and we think that's the way to to develop, right, the society, right, to have a better life, right, to be happier. But actually it's the opposite, and we created a system that is not serving us.
Not at all.
Right. And make everyone, right, all day work for someone, some company, right, and then whatever the money you made, right, 1/3 in New York City, right, at least 1/3 what goes to the rent or mortgage.
Exactly.
Right, and then you pay, you know, some insurance and tax, and then you have very little left, and so because of that, people, they're in this cycle, right? Because they don't work, they feel that they cannot survive, they cannot support their family, and so this is the system we built, but based on low consciousness, right? So if we build this, that means what? We can rebuild. Okay, right? We created something. If created by us, then we can uncreate.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I think like I'm a starseed, because I don't like the system here. It's so unfair. It's so egoistic. It's so painful. Like since childhood, I never understood this, why people are like this.
Right. Yeah, because everything is right. It's not that good for us. Nothing is really for us to feel joy and peace, right?
No, it just makes more communities separate from each other.
Right, and then we compete with each other, right?
Exactly. I'm better than you. I'm a bigger car than you. I have bigger house than you. I have many friends on Facebook, likes and stuff. All this stuff is nothing. It's waste of time.
It's waste of life.
Waste of life.
Yeah, yeah, and we get nothing out of it, right? We don't become a more loving people, right? What is important is to really understand this, right? And say, okay, now I understand what is important to us.
Yes.
Right.
Understand all this, but that's the thing, that my body doesn't feel good because of the trauma and all stuff like that, and like that, the energy is stuck in my body.
Right.
And I gotta release it, and I don't know how to do that.
Right. And in a way, actually, we all can heal ourselves without any external help. But it's not that easy. It's almost like you want to quit smoking, right? Yes, people can quit like that without any help, but it's much harder, right? And so we have many different healing modalities, right, in this country. So that's a really fortunate thing, and we can really take advantage of that, right? And this type of healing is not just to make the energy, right, whatever got stuck, to release them, but also the more important part of quantum healing hypnosis is to let you really see and feel and visualize what is the cause, why you carried this, right, this energy, sometimes from other lifetime. You did not carry the energy, you carried the lesson. And in order to learn the lesson, you need to have certain event, and when that unpleasant event happens, and we can be traumatized. But we're not supposed to be traumatized. We're supposed to overcome and learn something from it, right?
The thing is, from what I'm feeling and what I'm like trying to figure out my own way, the reason for me is going through all this hardship is to find the truth of who I am. Like sit down, isolate myself, research, to know exactly who I am, like to raise my awareness of why I came here, all this stuff, you know.
Right, and that can be your way, right? And you chose to expand and raise your consciousness this way.
Yeah.
See, right?
Plus, it's another thing that spirit don't like to give you their gift, like the third eye opening, without you having ego that first.
Right,
because
but
if they give you that power, where you can see, where you can travel consciously anywhere you go, anywhere you want. They don't give you that when you are egoistic person, because you can use it that way.
But remember, ego cannot be dead. Nothing needs to be killed, and nothing can be killed or disappeared, right? It's only transformation. So there's no such thing. There's something, right? The mind we can kill the mind or kill the ego. We don't need to, and that will never happen anyway. So is to make this person use it, right? When a person understands more, and their ego would not be that strong. The ego has its purpose to be there, right? When the ego becomes so activate, right, and the people will always think about me. This is small self. The ego basically is a small self versus the higher self. Yeah, and it's based on the 3D dimensional world, right? And so that is something we all have, and we have for a reason, for us to be able to survive in this physical reality. But it's not for us to do more than that. You see, but we can, right? When you focus so much on yourself, what do you get, right? What you can gain from other people, and that will not, right? When we're taking energy, because the ego is, where our physical mind is more like what I get, right? Right.
How can I use the other person for my own benefit?
Right. And but if we really understand, when you are taking energy, and then what? You have to give it back. Because energy, you cannot just take. If you offer help, then that will come back. But if you take someone's energy, you have to give it back, right? So it's not right. So it's not worth it, because when you give it back, people don't feel good, right?
Yes.
But the best way, the more practical way, the way that serves us is help, is care about other people, and that is also the best healing. See, if you want to feel better, you make other people feel better.
Yes.
Right? Right. So if you are sending energy, and you will receive even more.
Yes.
Right? And so sometimes we don't feel good. It's because we're too focused on that part. We are so focused on our problem, and that is not going to do anything good, because you are amplifying, you are enlarging that problem. You're giving energy to something it does not even exist. It's something we believe, because nothing is real here, right? What is real is what we can learn from it, right? That when we raise our consciousness, when we understand things better, that part is something we can take with us.
Formation, yes. Raising the consciousness.
The higher consciousness.
Yes.
Right? So that is something we can take with us, but nothing else. Right? Nothing else. And so that is everything. And so we're here to do everything to achieve that.
Okay.
Right?
Coming back to my ADHD,
so I don't know, because everyone has a reason to develop a certain symptom, physical symptom. It's like, and that can be, person carries stronger energy. Okay, stronger energy. So this energy, if you don't use the energy on the right place, let's say supposed to help people, right? I don't know, I'm just throwing things up. And if you're not doing that, then that energy is there, and then it makes you not be able to focus.
Okay.
Right? That makes sense?
The thing is, I need to feel a little bit better so I can help people. That's my problem.
So let's not, because I cannot give you advice. I don't know what is the reason behind, the true reason, right? Okay. Only the hypnosis session will know, because if I tell you everything, I'm acting like I'm psychic, right? I know everything. Then what's the point to do the session, right? I don't even want to be psychic, because I can say anything I want, but where's the, right? Why that is something true for you, right? Unless we really use the session to find out, and there's nothing we need to worry about. Nothing, zero.
Okay.
The more we worry about it, or we feel like, oh, maybe that is not going to be, right, get better, and then we are giving energy to that. and you are putting this belief on that thing, on that, right, on yourself, that energy, and say, I don't think anything's going to get better, right? You see, that's how everything is created by us, never created by anyone else. It's not possible.
Yes.
It's not also created by negative energy. There's no such thing. There's negative energy, but they cannot make you do something, make you become some way, unless you agreed to experience that, right, that specific experience. You say, I want to learn that on the soul level. Otherwise, it will not happen.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
When can we make